I don't have 50? Welcome you to my island, and whatever's left, now yours. Bienvenidos. Welcome to the island of Puerto Rico. And before, de nada, un placer. And before I start, I want you to know this, and I speak for 3.5 million people on this island. We are so glad to see you all. Okay?
Thank you.
No. Cut it out. Bringing a tear to my eye here. I know that in your lives, with the exception of the past 3 or 4 months, prior to that, you have heard of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Have you? At least once in your lives? San Juan, Puerto Rico. San Juan, Puerto Rico. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do want you to know that the city that we're in right now, all this to our right, that's San Juan, Puerto Rico. Not to your left. That's another name, another area, what have you. The reason why I specify this is because a lot of people think that Puerto Rico just consists of San Juan. And why? Oh, because my God, it's the only thing that's mentioned. But there is more to this island than meets the eye. And hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, for the time being, while we're together, hey, we'll be able to see at least a snitch. Un poquito de Puerto Rico. By the way, what do you think of the weather outside on the island?
Beautiful.
And let me tell you something, I hear it's about 50 below anywhere you're going to skate right now. Okay? So enjoy this weather. But let me tell you something about this weather. The weather temperature outside is the way it is all year round, folks. Okay? That mask we do is for, how would you say, hand crafting. But everything's basically coconut based. Coconut with this, coconut with that, but it's our candy of Puerto Rico. No Snickers here, folks. There's no Snickers. And for the young lady, these are all artisans, by the way, okay? The ladies that you see here, aside from doing these things, they're all certified artisans. Which means that if they can take they studied this, they graduated from a bachelor's degree in arts and crafts. They are certified artisans, whether it be in candy or whatever.
And I said, so you mean if I spoke Spanish, we could have a conversation in Spanish? Wow. We heard something about an old wall.
I want to make sure that everybody's on my buses here. Anyway, salud. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to welcome you to this city. I want to welcome you to the second oldest city that was ever established in the New World by Christopher Columbus and the Spanish Empire. And so that you'll know, the oldest city under the United States flag. Did you know that? You know it now. That'll be on a pop quiz. The old city of San Juan. Look at the wall that you see here. This wall surrounds the city. At one time it surrounded the whole city, like the movie Skull Island, King Kong. But after a few hundred years later, they had to knock down one side so one can go in and out of San Juan. But at one time, this was a military fortress under the Spanish Empire for 405 years. This wall represents that. Okay. The wall varies in height, but not in width. The thickness of these walls are about 18 feet thick. Okay? And they were built to protect the city of San Juan from sea attacks. By the way, the oldest governor's mansion that is still used today by the present governor of Puerto Rico, right over beyond that fence, right by that blue building there. Still in use. You know who used to use it? You know who the first one to use it? Juan Ponce de Leon. You ever heard of that guy? Yeah. The guy who tried to find the fountain of youth? He never found the fountain of youth. But as governor of Puerto Rico in 1509, he lived up there.
This building here, I'm looking at, used to be the jail. Now it's a tourist place.
Wanted to show you what our prisons look like here. I got you. You know, the best laid plans of mice and men, let me tell you. Oh, you're gonna get a nice, cool, fresh.
Are we going for the wall?
Yeah. Oh, we're in a big puddle here.
I got it. You got it? I got it. It's all right. There you go.
Okay, just step lightly.
Señorita, you come over here. Come on. Wow. There you go. I just wanted to bring you here so you can see this. Here, they gave maybe some time, but this was it. Here's where they hung out. Mind you, you have to understand there was no TV, no internet, no nothing. See the jail? I'm sorry I had to bring you to this, but sure, my pleasure. How long have you been in prison?
It's better if you step on your heels.
That's why I had to figure it out. Do you want to go in the jail?
I'm sorry about that, but you know
You're
what?
frightened.
So the wetness on your stomach, it'll be like a little.
He's in jail.
You in jail? I just wanted you to all see what the Spanish jails look like here. Sorry about that. Señorita, I got you. There you go, man. Don't dry up.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have here all kinds of monuments dedicated to the women, the men of Puerto Rico, the police, and of course, we even have a Holocaust memorial. A lot of people don't know, but a lot of people from Puerto Rico were caught up on that. They were the Jewish faith, but they were from the island. Got caught up on that. We have a monument representing everything, and particularly another one. Monumento a la Policía. And of course the Holocaust. But if you look to your left, behind that, our Capitol building, our House of Laws, our Washington, D.C. area, ladies and gentlemen. For all intents and purposes. Okay? That building that you see on your left, ladies and gentlemen, was inaugurated in 1929. After 6.5 years of construction. It is made out of 100% marble, inside and out. Half of the marble came from Italy, the other half from the state of Georgia in the United States. Now, look at this monument here that you see in front. This monument is similar to the one in Washington, D.C. It's our own Veterans Memorial. And by the way, speaking of the toilets, even the toilets are made out of marble. Si, senor.
Can you give me more air conditioning back here? Blower speed?
Well, we put it at maximum, believe it or not. We got it in high. If you could turn that knob, I really see if that works.
It's wide open.
Okay. The driver says it's going to get better. He's got to accelerate. Put that spoiler to work. Okay? But I just wanted to show you a few of these things here. Now, San Juan The name comes from St. John the Baptist. By the way, was the first name given to this island. Okay? San Juan, St. John the Baptist. That was the first name. But Juan Ponce de Leon, who was the very first governor of this island in 1508, changed the name from St. John the Baptist to Puerto Rico. The word Puerto Rico means rich ports. By the way, rich ports, he was referring to where the ship is docked at right now. By the way, nothing but Catholic schools, Catholic churches, and what have you here. This area is Roman Catholic to the bone. That was the religion that was brought to us by the Spanish Empire. But being today that we're part of the United States, so we save a fortune in clothing around here. Okay? So, as a matter of fact, I can wear the same t-shirt, shorts, and underwear for a year. And I'm looking good. I may not be smelling good, but I'm looking good. And the food, we grow our own. And don't get me wrong, we got top-notch supermarkets on this island. But we supplement our diet and our income, not so much with the weather, but with our backyard. We grow everything. You name the tropical fruit and vegetable, we grow it. We raise chickens, roosters, cows, horses, pigs, goats. Like nothing. By the way, before I go any further, take a look to your left. Beyond that body of water. That area to your left is known as the Condado area. Condado. El Condado. Which in English means the county. The county. Okay? That's the hotel area of the island, folks. It is said that 70% of all hotel accommodations are done in that area. And when you take into consideration that last year alone, 7 to 8 million people passed through this island last year, directly or indirectly, and 70% of them stayed there, that's a lot of occupancy. But at this moment, all the hotels of Puerto Rico are being occupied by FEMA personnel, Corps of Engineers, 1,000 crews of electricity throughout the United States to stay there. And all of them. But the word condado means the county. We are going on to, we're going to make a stop in a very laid back area. It's the beach. You want to take a dip, you can do it. If the walking on the puddle wasn't enough, I'll take you over here.
Walking in the puddle wasn't enough.
Literally. But you never know that there was devastation looking around here, huh? Mind you, you have to understand that the government of Puerto Rico had to take care of this area first. I have no electricity for 4 months. I haven't seen TV in 4 months. My refrigerator is a library. My washing machine, I haven't opened up because something is growing out of it. And I don't want to open up and have something.
In Puerto Rico. Do you ladies want to put your feet in the water? Look at all the shells, ladies. See all the shells on the beach? Oh, it's really sinky. Yeah. Yeah. Sit on that rock there, honey. I'll take your shoes off. Let me hold your flower. We can't bring that with us though, honey. Because we can't bring anything back. Hold on, Zoe. She's got her feet in the water in Puerto Rico. Was it cold, Zoe? Put your feet back in again. Okay, Rosie's coming.
Look how clear the water is, though.
I can't believe how warm. I've never been to the sea so warm.
It's the Atlantic Ocean, too.
And it's the Atlantic Ocean. Look at that, you can just walk miles on this beach.
Yeah. Oh, I think we're gonna walk down a bit. Maybe.
Let's just see where they're heading.
Are they headed back to the bus? Okay, girls, we gotta rinse our feet off because I think we're gonna get back in the bus.
They're heading back to the
Look at this. Daddy, it has pink.
That fortress that you see there is known as the Fortin, the little fortress, Saint Geronimo little fortress. The wall that surrounds the city that you saw starts there. Goes all the way around, all through this wall. By the way, the bridge that we're on right now, the bridge that's in front of us, and the bridge on the other side, these are the only three connections from the mainland part of the island.
St. Augustine, because technically that's older.
Yeah. I keep saying I want to go there.
Yeah. Well, this summer we'll go, Tam. We will. We'll go this summer in 100-degree weather.
Or is a beach there too, so you could.
There you go. Yeah, we drove right past that. It could have literally gone up one street and then back down here. I think the guy was pretty much like, get them off, because everyone was moving.
Together. Watching every motion in my foolish lover's game, haunted by the notion somewhere there's a love I see you, I feel you, that is how I know you. Go on. Love was when I loved you. One true time I hold you. In my life will always go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and You're here, there's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on. We'll stand forever this way. You are safe in my heart, and my heart will go on and on.